else has, so you can leave an imprint that no one else can. Since now I am falling short of words, I am speechless, overwhelmed at my child's achievement, but our children are eagerly waiting to have a talk with you. This is a short interactive session with the IAS officer here, Mr. Vaibhav, with our children. So I would like to call upon Dolby Arora of class 6C to ask her question.
Sir, I want to ask that the decision of appearing in UPSC was a choice or someone forced you to do that?
Thank you. It's a very good question. Actually, it was not a choice. It was my internal self forced me to do so. I was compelled to give this examination because I wanted to do something which is directly related to my country. And Indian Foreign Service is something which is an honor for me to do so if I could. And that is how I landed up in UPSC Civil Service examination.
Our next question is from Meenal Rawat from 7th A.
Sir, first of all, a very congratulations for everyone on becoming an IAS. My question is that, how did you experience the ups and downs of in your journey of becoming an IAS?
Since I assume that you guys are not really preparing for civil service examinations, I will not bore you with the details. But I think this examination is like a marathon race, or I like to compare it with a pilgrimage. Assume that 2 centuries back, somebody would want to go to a shrine far off. If we start off from Rajasthan, we'll first face the deserts, then the lovely hills might come, then the plains, and then we need to cross the rivers, then the hills and the mountains, and then we'll come to the shrine. Each of these terrain has their own difficulties, has their own challenges, and one has to constantly need to think what I can do better, how I can tackle this challenge. So everything is a challenge, and there's all ups and downs keep on coming. You have to cope up with them.
Next, I would like to call upon Garima Singh from 7th B.
Good morning, sir. My question is, please tell about your journey towards becoming an IAS officer.
Thank you. Now you want the details, I think. So, I started in 2018. I was working in Samsung for a year after graduating from IIT BHU CSE. So I was working in Samsung, and even before that, I had an inclination to appear in this examination, but I wanted to experience how the corporate world looks like. So after quitting the job, I started preparation. In the first attempt, I could not clear the interview stage. I did give the interview, fell short by 30 marks. And then I realized that there were some loopholes that I need to correct. I looked up my mark sheet, I saw that, okay, these are the things that I need to study and need to work hard. In this attempt, I focused on the process. I was not thinking about the outcomes, what I could be or who I could be. Even before opening the result PDF, I was not really sure what I could be. I just wanted to focus on the process. The process went good, I was confident, and that is how today we are speaking here. Thank you.
I hope all the answers motivate our children also, and they also try, and we get some more officers from our institution. So the next student is Shaurya Sharma from class 8A.
So, first of all, good afternoon to you. So, sir, my question is, it is generally says that 12 to 13 hour study is free. So, how did you plan your timetable for UPSC exam, sir?
Thank you, Shaurya. I think this is a very genuine concern most students and parents, everybody have. See, I think being happy, staying happy is the most important thing. If you're not enjoying the process, then there is no point, even if you become or achieve that goal. So sleep properly. Don't think about 12 hours, 13 hours. I never really thought about how many hours did I put in today. Sometimes it might be 2, sometimes it might be maybe exceeding 12, 16, I don't know. I was focused on that goal. Everything that I did was somewhere aligned to that goal. So even if I was relaxing, I knew that now I had relaxed and this time I need to cover and I will make use of this time when I will go back to my study hall. So every time you need to, take a break, keep taking breaks, but also realize that your goal is the most important thing. So these hours don't matter.
Our next question is from Numal Chauhan, 8B.
First of all, very good morning, sir. First of all, very good morning, sir. So my question for you is, what do you plan for future before being an IIT?
So before going to IIT, is that what you're asking?
Yes, sir.
Before going to IIT, I was sitting like all of you here, and all I was planning was to one day come and give a speech like this. This is a dream come true. I wanted to do something that will make St. Paul's School give me an invitation. I have landed there. Thank you so much.
I think that demands a big round of applause. So the next question is from Nehal Singh, class 8C.
Good afternoon, one and all. First of all, my heartily congratulations to Vaibhav sir for your success. We feel so proud for you. My question is, what do you want to suggest to all those students who become nervous whenever they face difficulties in their life and stop to make efforts?
Thank you for this question. Difficulties are there, you will face difficulties. If you're not facing difficulties, then maybe you're not doing the right thing. Because, tough things are the good things in life. You have to face those challenges. And when you are facing those challenges, sometimes you might feel overwhelmed. I did feel so. And to cope up with those challenges, you can, maybe take a break. Think upon why did you start in the first place? So why was this reason, if that reason is still relevant, you might have that energy in you to cope up with these challenges. And I'm sure everybody, all of you, will face difficulties and will overcome those difficulties because this institution provides you with those platform and those values that we see you are imbibed with those values. Always remember, let your light shine. And this is what I just wanted to share.
I now request Meeba Vabani from class 9A to ask her question.
Sir, good morning. My question is, what do you think that who can serve the nation in a better way, an IAS or an IITian?
Oh my God.
That's quite tricky.
So, seems like I'm sitting in the UPSC personality test. This is again a very, very valid question, and I'm glad that you asked. See, I would really like to discuss with all of you that you need to think. You need to think what is the stage of development of our country right now. An IITian who has gained that technical expertise, who's gained that technical knowledge, and if he is putting that knowledge into practice, generating wealth for the country, coming up with a private enterprise. And that wealth, when it will be, generated more and more people will get those wealth. More people will get employment. So if that is the case, an IITian is definitely an asset for the country. And also, we have to remember, the government has to take care of the needy ones. An IAS officer who has that emotional connect with the people, who could feel the pain of the others, and who could take a step forward without even somebody asking them to do so, for the country, for the people who might not have that power to even ask for that. If that kind of an officer we have in our country, we'll see an inclusive growth where all of us will prosper, and in next 30 years, we'll see that happen. I'm very sure.
I would now invite Avni Jain from class 9B to put her question forward.
Good afternoon, Reverend Father, Principal, and respected Sir, and to everyone present here. First of all, a hearty congratulations to you on your huge success. And my question is, what made you think about UPSC exams and become an IAS?
Thank you for this question. When I was I was a sophomore in second year in my college, I was thinking what kind of opportunities lie in the realm of international relations. When I was a kid, I remember my grandfather, he used to work for Indian Railways. He was an engineer there. So he used to tell me stories about world wars and how Germany did what to British and what kind of things at that time happened. And that is how I generated an interest in international relations when I was very young. So when I was in college, I was searching I did not know UPSC, civil service examination, nothing at all. So there, I stumbled upon that Indian Foreign Service is one platform where I could, get that ticket to that club, where I could be in that hall where these things happen. And that is how I landed up in UPSC civil service examination.
Now I request Vedant Jain from class 9C to ask his question.
Good afternoon, sir. First of all, congratulations to you as you became an IAS officer. My question is, what is the best strategy to crack the UPSC exams, and what should be the timetable for our UPSC examination, and how much hours did you study?
Thank you. I have a little problem with your question because, giving a strategy is, I really wouldn't want to bore you with that. But the important thing that I would like to share with you is that civil service examination is a test of your personality. There is a prelim stage, there is a main stage, and then we have to go for the personality test, an explicit test of personality. But even in those stages, they test your personality in several ways. So, your personality. And one thing that you can do right now, all of you, is maybe start reading the newspaper, right? Make sure that you know what is happening in and around the country. That will develop your curiosity. You might not know what you want to do right now. It's completely all right. You might develop those interests. Slowly you will find your way to that path. And secondly, you must pay attention in your moral science classes. All those values, they have a deep meaning attached to it. What is human dignity? What is patience? What is determination? Internalize those values in you and ingrain them in your personality. And that, my friend, is the best strategy you can clear, through which you can clear UPSC Civil Service examination.
Well, appreciating. Now I request Akshi Hadij from class 10th A to ask her question.
Good afternoon, sir. My question is that what motivated you to work hard for achieving 25th rank in UPSC even after you had achieved your goals of IIT and a good job?
As I said, when in this second attempt, I was not really thinking about any rank. When I gave the first attempt, I would really again like to share this with all of you, that when I gave my first attempt, I was very, that I'll serve my country. This is my dream, I'll get it. I could not. So then in the second attempt, I became a little more mature. I started looking at this examination requires us to be a certain kind of person, and that is how I could get through that. Now I started developing my personality. Okay? And in that process, I was just completely focused on the process. I wanted to give the main examination so good because it certainly somewhere hit my ego. How I could not clear that examination? I was really inclined to do so. But then I realized that it is not our wishes. We have to. Success is when opportunity meets preparation. You have to prepare, opportunities will come, and you will get success. Success is not that we can we can think of it and you will get it. I was not thinking about it. I was thinking about the process.
Here I would like to add that I think I would like to add that success is about that value that is there in the spelling. Now I request Vrinda Agarwal to ask her question. She's from class 10th B.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, what difficulties did you face during your IAS preparations and how did you overcome them without bringing yourself to the psychological pressure of losing?
Well, indeed, it is one of those challenges, the fear of losing. But I think, again, since we are living in certain kind of world, it is so fast-paced. We don't have time for the details. We just want to get to the conclusion. Tell me the scorecard. That is it. Myself, I'm very an avid watcher of cricket. I used to play cricket. All teachers know that. I didn't get time to watch the matches, so I just used to look at the scorecard. But that does not tell you everything. The conclusions and the outcomes don't tell you everything. So that fear of losing comes when we start to judge everything that we do in our lives by the outcomes. You don't have to judge everything by that certain results. You have to focus, what will I gain if I go through that process? And even if I might not have got this rank, I feel I'm very grateful that I got this rank. But even if I would not have, I would have certainly walked away with pride that I did my best. And I have certainly matured in a certain sense. And wherever I would go, I would use that opportunity, use that knowledge that I gained during this preparation. So don't fall into that fear of losing. Just focus on what you can do. Do it in the best way. That is all.
I will now invite Sara Chalani from class 11th Commerce to ask her question.
Good afternoon,
everyone, and a big congratulations to you, sir, on becoming an IAS officer. My question is, what is the best way to manage balance between studies and co-curricular activities?
Thank you. A very relevant question to all of you. See, I think what I did, I can tell you, I don't know the exact answer, but what I did during my school days, I used to participate in the co-curricular activities where I could. Drawing was not my forte, so I never really bothered about that. But wherever I could, I did. And the best way to do so, I think, I was attentive in the classroom. And that is where your teacher is teaching you, you are sitting there, what else you could do? And if you are doing something else, then it is also difficult to do, you know. The teacher might scold you, your friends are not even listening to you. Why do you even bother to do something else? Study in the classroom and, you know, follow the system. There is a system. The school administration has set up a system for all of you. Study in the classroom, participate in these activities. That is how you can make the best use of this opportunity. These all events are planned for you. Don't think that there is no work life or this balance. You know, everything that you do is part of that life. There is no work or etc. Co-curricular activities, it's all part of that personality, part of the school system that you are in. Make use of that opportunity.
Now I would like to invite Shreya Tiwari from 11th Science to ask her question.
Good afternoon, sir. First of all, a heartily congratulations to you and thanks for giving us your precious time. My question is, how do you been so productive during quarantine period?
You know, frankly, I was already quarantined for the last 3 years, so it didn't bother me actually. I was happy everybody was home. But I understand the essence of your question, you know. Lockdowns are a bit stressful, and especially for school-going children, I know that you have to appreciate the fact that this is a once-in-a-century event that we are in right now, this COVID pandemic, and your digital education, I can really understand that what all you have been missing so much. The best way to do so, again, I would say that, you know, plan for the day. Whatever classes that you have, plan for that, and then devote time to your personal things, devote time to your parents, always, you know, make sure that you are connected to the real world as you are to the virtual world right now these days. This is the way I did. I really planned for the day, and that is, I knew my goals. This is how I had to achieve. Even if I did not achieve, that is okay. That is okay, we can do it tomorrow, but plan for the day, always.
Now I would like to invite Sudhir Prajapati from 11th Science to ask his question.
Good afternoon, everyone. My question is, my ambition is to become a YouTube content creator, and this has made me addicted to phone and social media. Please guide me how to get rid of this addiction, and what is the right time to become a content creator.
He wants to become a YouTube creator and he's addicted to social media. So his question is, how do I do away with it?
So my friend, are you asking what is the right time to become a content creator?
Yes, yes sir.
Okay. Wrong question to a wrong person. I did not use social media. But I really understand your question that this is, you know, in my class 7th or 8th, I remember, in the Sanskrit class, Ma'am Tak used to teach us that Ati Sarvatra Varjiyat. Excess of anything is bad. So even if you are, you know, indulging in those activities, social media, content creation, that is very good. But make sure that you do not miss out the fun that lies outside those social media platforms. So create that content, become better at it, but also realize that studies and everything that there is also an essential part of this life.
This is the last question for this session. The question will be from Aditya Lati from class 12th Commerce.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I want to ask, how did you avoid the peer pressure and what was your routine during civil service preparation?
Thank you, Aditya. See, peer pressure is something that, you feel it when you are actually thinking about somebody else's results. What if I don't get it, he gets it, she gets it? What if? But frankly speaking, I was not concerned about what happens to them, my friends, and I wish them all the best. But it would really bother me. I would be very happy if they get through. And on the other sense, that I was also, working for 1 year, and all my friends from IIT, they were, getting a pretty decent salary and naturally spending that also and sharing with all of us. So in that sense also there was a certain peer pressure that people feel. And I would also like to point this out to you that you need to get away from this fear of missing out. Whatever you are doing right now, it is the most important thing. Work is worship. You must be taught that, right? So really, understand, appreciate this quote. Work is worship. Whatever you are doing right now, it is the most important thing. Don't think about anything else.
Sir, anything would you like to add and tell our students for their future preparations?
Firstly, I just want all of you, sitting here, my mother has already said so, and I again would like to say so that all the teachers here, they have made me so able today that I can sit here, talk to all of you, and they are doing it to you as well. Make use of that opportunity, and for once, clap for all the teachers, all the staff members of St. Paul's School. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you very much, sir, for this fruitful session. And I hope it helps our students to gain something and to gain success in their life. Now I would like to request all of you to stand up for the school anthem.
School anthem निकालो फटाफट से। School anthem।
अरे कहाँ गया?
name is so sweet. We sing it night and day. Your name is so sweet. We sing it night and day. We love our dear school. Our life we love our dear school. Our life sing on, we love you. Sing on, we love you. This was a live session we had with IAS officer Mr. Vaibhav Singh Rawat, and we have his parents with us. Once again, on behalf of St. Paul's Beawar, the city of Beawar, is a proud moment for all the Beawarites that we have one who knows Beawar, and I'm sure he will work for our Beawar city. Once again, thank you very much for coming and accepting our invitation. Thank you, dear students, of asking different questions to him, and I'm sure you're all inspired, and I'm sure, Vaibhav, they must have been touched by your words. We never know how God is planning for them. I'm sure you are the messenger from God today for these beautiful angels in our garden. Thank you, teachers, for organizing this short meeting and gathering, and you, our viewers, आप सभी अभिभावकों को, बच्चों को, और जो भी हमें आगे भी ये कार्यक्रम देखने वाले हैं, ये हमारे लिए गर्व का विषय है कि वैभव अपनी वैभवता को फैला रहा है। आज इस दिन मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा, स्कूल के लिए एक मील का पत्थर साबित होगा। अब तक आप मुझसे जुड़े थे स्नेह संगम यूट्यूब चैनल से। आज के बाद स्कूल एक यूट्यूब चैनल प्रारंभ करने जा रहा है वैभव के नाम से। हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल का नाम होगा पोलाइट्स वैभव ब्यावर। सो टुमारो विल सी क्योंकि हम लोग सोशल मीडिया से जुड़े हुए हैं और हमारे लिए एक ट्रिब्यूट होगा, इनके लिए एक यादगार समय रहेगा जब भी ये चैनल देखेंगे, जब भी आप ये चैनल देखेंगे। पोलाइट्स वैभव ब्यावर के नाम से आप लिंक शेयर कर सकते हैं और हमारे सभी एक्टिविटीज़ को देख सकते हैं। थैंक यू एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू। Now, still we have time.